Today I'm going to be teaching you how to get Pokemon Wilds, but more importantly how to get the best mods for the game to update it to make it look nice. The best way to get the game itself is to find the Discord. If you Google Pokemon Wilds Discord, should be the first link right here, and the person who posted this has the Discord right here. Alternatively, if you're watching this on YouTube, I can provide the link. Once you open up the Discord, make sure you're in the download tab right here, and then you should have access to all of these downloads right in this region: Windows, Linux, Mac. Theoretically, I think they're working towards mobile. I don't know if it's actually out yet, but you just click the link that you need. It's a zip file, so make sure you extract it with either WinRAR or 7-zip, whatever you have to extract files. And the best part about this game is it's a standalone game, so it plays on its own. You don't need an emulator or anything. It's an EXE, just click it. And now for the good part. You're going to want to get to this webpage right here, PokeWilds.fandom.com/wiki/mods. And these are the main mods that you should definitely add to your game. The only one that you need is the Plus Banshee's 3rd Gen Overhaul mod, which brings it up to 3rd Gen graphics instead of the Gen 1 graphics that you start out with. The rest of these are unnecessary, but I'd still recommend them. The texture pack adds different textures, which are interesting, unique, a lot of new textures that are added. I actually didn't get the Minecraft music pack, but you could get that. The trainer skin mod I did get, because you get different skins for your trainer, which is pretty cool. And then of course you need the regional Lucario, which I have not found in the game yet, and then the regional Ghastly Haunter Gengar too, because that thing's really cool. And of course the Alolan mods as well. Now, installing the mods is semi-tricky. If you've never installed mods before, this is a great crash course, because it's all about placement. Let's go over the game itself. So I have version 0.8.9, you're going to have a different version depending on when you're watching this. And if you go into here, you can see that there's kind of a lot going on, and I've dropped a bunch of stuff in the main area too, based on what it said. But here's your mods folder, and this is where you're going to drop genuinely where the mods are. Now that textures one that you downloaded, what you need to do is drop it off into the tiles. These are where all the textures are. So you'll know that that's an easy one to figure out. If you downloaded any music packs, you have a music section here. Drop off all of your OGG files into there. And then this is your Pokemon folder. So you click on that, and these are all the Pokemon as well as all of their sprites. Now I also added a bunch of new Pokemon into this game. Now if it's an Alolan Pokemon like this one, Alolan Marowak, it'll say A Marowak. So when you've downloaded it and you have the A Marowak folder, you're just going to take that folder and put it here inside the Pokemon folder. That's all you got to do. Let's go over the Overhaul mod first. If you click the link here, this is what's going to get brought up. You might be a little confused as to what you're going to actually download. You got to just go to this little link right here, download the latest version here. Click that. That'll give you your options. You're just going to get this 7-zip file. You take this 7-zip file, obviously use either 7-zip or WinRAR, whatever you use to extract files. So I got my mods in a separate folder here, bunch of them. Let's go over Overhaul. If you click on it, you'll see what's available in it. Now sometimes these don't have instructions for you, so this is where you got to actually start to use critical thinking, and this is why I showed you guys the folders that you're working with and that you're trying to put them into. So if you look inside of here, what you're looking at, you have to try to see folders that match other folders in the other directory. You can see right away right here that you have a mods folder. So that means that wherever you're going to drop all of this stuff is going to have to match with the mods folder. So if you go back into the game itself, double click it, go in here, guess what you're looking at? You can see that there's a mods folder here as well. So that makes this pretty easy. That means you're going to drop the entirety of that list into here. So these ones right here are just optionals. So you're going to have to go through those yourself and see where you might want to place those or whatnot. But I'm going to go over the main things right here. What you're going to do is grab the mods as well as all of these regular little images, and you're just going to drag them and you're going to drop into the main area here. And it'll replace whatever you have for the mods, and it'll add all this extra stuff. And then it's just going to work. Remember, it's all about placement. As you're going through each of these, make sure that they match where they're supposed to go. So as I pointed out, you just take these Pokemon, drop them into the Pokemon folder. Take the tiles, drop it in the tiles folder. They at least give you some semblance of an idea of where they should go. For the Alolan Mons, you gotta click into them, and then do the same thing with all of these. Add them into the Pokemon folder. Some of those mods download links are gonna take you straight into this Wilds mods channel. And in here, there's a bunch of threads that you can kind of just scroll through to try to find other mods that you might be interested in that you wanna add. You can also check out the general discussion here, and people have a lot of different mods that they post in here. I actually found a file that added a bunch of new Pokemon to this game, and I can't find it. So if you guys delve around in here, you can find some really cool stuff on either these or within the discussion here as well. So dig around, see what you can download, play around with where you place the mods, and hopefully you can build for yourself a good game that you really enjoy. And I hope this helped you at least a little bit. It can be a bit confusing.